Hello, and welcome to Synchronistic Explorations. Thank you for coming to my video. If you watched my last video, then nice to have you. If you haven't, that's all right. If you don't know about my channel, we talk about random interesting topics in order to vary our knowledge in things that you might find interesting, that I find interesting as well. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about red sprites. So you might be like, hey, what red sprites? I've never heard of red sprites. And, you know, that would make sense given that not many people do. I've asked friends, I've looked up online, and the information is definitely there. But, you know, you could tell it's rather not as popular. But red sprites are actually a weather phenomena that which happen usually after a lightning storm. They actually came to my knowledge through watching the Weather Channel, and it was just on TV, and I was watching it. You know, sometimes random shows or something on TV will pop up, and I'll just sit there and I'll watch it, and I'm not really thinking about it. And you know, a couple months ago I was really into like tornadoes, just because, like, you know, tornadoes are freaking wild. You know, it's like if you look at multiple vortex tornadoes on YouTube, you'll see some pretty interesting videos, and I kind of like to correlate the way it looks to God's finger coming down, because that's kind of what it looks like. And it's especially because of, if you look at it, it's a freaking marvel. It looks as if. But the show that it was on, in case any of you guys are interested, it's called Weird Earth on the Weather Channel. And the episode I saw it on was season 1, episode 6, in case you're interested. But now let's get right into it. What are red sprites? The best way to look at it is they are red lightning. They are red lightning. Usually red sprites are about 50 miles in the air, and up in the sky, and it's let me see, it's usually occurs around in the troposphere, which is about 31 to 56 miles. And to give you a good range of how high that is, if you look outside your house and you see lightning storms or thunderstorms, that's usually formed from cumulonimbus. Cumulonimbus, I believe that's what it's called. And that's what you see on average. That is only from 0.62 to 1.24 miles on average. That's how high it is. And so when you think about how high 31 to 56 miles in the air, it's pretty big. And the lightning, the red lightning, the red sprites are about that big, 36 to 51 miles in length. So when you think of, I'm gonna put some images in the video. You'll see it. I'll probably put the transition in right here. And so let's get into the history of it. So looking into it, there was actually a Scottish physicist named Charles Winson in 1929 who proposed that these red sprites were a possibility. I'll put a picture of him right here. And he theorized the existence of this phenomena, and it wasn't until, believe it or not, 1989 until it was properly observed photographically by, I don't know who it was by. I should actually look into that a little bit more. But yeah, it was in 1989 it was uncovered. It was caught on tape, which is, to me, it's quite amazing. And now, how common are they? From what I found, they're not very common at all. They happen very less frequently than anything. It's kind of you can kind of put them on par with seeing a shooting star in terms of how rare they are, from what I've gathered. I could be wrong on that. I could do a little bit more research, but from what I've gathered, that's what it seems so far. That's pretty rare. They're pretty amazing, and they really grabbed my eye. So how do they occur? I haven't really grasped the full understanding of how that happens, but from what I've gathered, it's due to electrical discharges from cumulonimbus lightning storm. So usually you'll see red sprites happening after a lightning storm, and the electrical discharges mix with oxygen, and it causes the red sprites. And sometimes you'll see with red sprites is they'll give off an afterglow after they strike, and right above the red sprites you'll see like an aurora. Now, a lot of people know what auroras are because they're beautiful. I'll put in some pictures. I'll put in a picture of an aurora right here, and I'm gonna show you a picture of what they call it is a ghost above the red sprite, which is an aurora right above it. So I'm going to show you a picture of that right now. So yeah, first video, this is talking about weather phenomena. If I'm probably going to make a future video talking about electrons, protons, and all that stuff, just to give you an understanding of what's in the air around us, trying to figure out what things are here. But yeah, look up some red sprites. Red sprites are pretty interesting. You can probably use it as a wallpaper. That's pretty cool as well. And yep, see you in the next video. I think what I'm gonna do for my next video is I'm either going to talk about cymatics, or I'm going to talk about some form of neurochemistry with in relation to maybe a psychoactive pharmaceutical of some sort. So I look forward to seeing you next time, and I'm going to put some extra pictures in here for you guys to look at. Oh, and one more thing. If you look at the reason, one of the big things why I made this into its own personal video is because if you look at my profile picture, right in the middle, it's my face. Then there is a cymatic image of sound resonances, and that's the circle part that's right here. And right in the middle, you'll see like something that looks like a lightning. That's the red sprite. So I put it in there. Made this video for that, and just so you guys can get an idea of what that picture is about. Yeah, thank you for watching my video, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you. Bye.